So in case you missed it, as of yesterday, I believe, yesterday, The Witcher 3, it's 10 years old. 10 years old. A decade, my boys and girls. That's insane. But it's been that long. It really has. It's aged, in my opinion, like a fine wine. I very much love it dearly, and that's not going to surprise anybody who's familiar with my content. But it's also, it's not just that the game is good, it's that it influenced the next decade of games. There are countless examples of games that have been developed where people have pointed to them, and later development teams have pointed to them as the direct inspirations for why they went the direction that they did. Similar to how I'm sure in the next few years, we're going to see a ton of games that are like, yeah, Elden Ring inspired us to do it this way. But The Witcher 3, like, for example, just with like Assassin's Creed Origins, the whole pivot into the massive open world RPG that Assassin's Creed took, they spoke very openly about how with AC Origins, they wanted to look to Witcher 3, how they set up every side quest having a story, every interaction being based around an actual emotion. Those core design principles started with The Witcher 3, and it inspired so many countless games after it. It really is a game that is incredibly influential, not just to gamers who played it and loved it and enjoyed it, but also to the broader industry. And it had a major impact as a result. And, it deserves all the praise that it gets. And as a result, today, people are going back and playing it again and giving it some more love. And I'm sorry, I just have to shout out Luality, who is doing another playthrough and decided to cosplay as a very recognizable and significant character from The Witcher 3. Just guess in chat. Which character do you think Luality decided to dress up as for her playthrough? Geralt would make sense. She dressed up as Roach. Which, when you know Luality, you know what? Makes sense. It's yes, she's not going to pick the obvious one. No. She's going to pick the craziest one you can think of. You got to love Luality. Roach. All of The Witcher 3. I love it dearly. It's so good. We just played it last year. I played all the DLC. I played the story over again. I played so much of that game for that big video we did. I just love the game dearly. It's freaking fantastic. It's so good. And I cannot wait for Witcher 4. And that's the other thing, is that they've got a high freaking bar, dude. They got a high bar to pass with Witcher 4. I do not envy them, because they've got a tough bar to clear. But if anybody can do it, it's hopefully them, It's hopefully them. They've struck the right vibes, the right tone. And, similar to some other companies, obviously their most recent full release, Cyberpunk, left a lot to be desired in terms of quality and polish and stuff. I think they redeemed themselves a lot by fixing it and by doing the Phantom Liberty expansion, which is big enough to basically be its own game, let's be honest. And that reassured me that okay, I think they've got it. I think that was a fluke and wasn't, the new norm. But as always, you should maintain healthy skepticism with any project or any company, especially when their most recent thing has been a major mess. It's a similar vibe that we're bringing up with Mafia Definitive Edition versus Mafia The Old Country. Mafia 3 was an unmitigated disaster and was an absolute train wreck when it launched. And even now it has lots of bugs and problems. But that game, I think with Definitive Edition, which is technically a spin-off remake project, I think that also reassured a lot of us that they still had what it took to make a solid game. And, I'm hopeful that Phantom Liberty is a similar indication of Cyberpunk and that comeback and what CDPR is able to do. Because, my God, just imagine a true next-gen fantastic Witcher game. Oh, inject it into my veins repeatedly. That's all I need. Oh, I can't wait. We might get another trailer for this. People were saying, maybe what's the big surprise for Summer Games Fest? It's possible. I don't think it's likely at Summer Games Fest. I think maybe Game Awards, we get one more trailer, like another cinematic trailer, because they did a couple for The Witcher 3 as well, just to kind of keep it, present in people's minds. But it's possible that we see something related to that. The other big one I think we see remind me, what is the game being made by Witcher 3 former devs? It's like the vampire one. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I cannot remember the name of it. Do you know what I'm talking about? The vampire. Dawnwalker. I think this one, we might see something with this. Being published by Bandai Namco. Summer, gameplay reveal summer 2025. I mean, we should be seeing this. This one seems really interesting. Very similar vibes to The Witcher 3 as well. So if you like The Witcher 3, keep an eye on this, because this is also another, Jesus, this is also another project being made by members of that same team. So if you like The Witcher 3, maybe, you know, this is a good spiritual successor, something to keep you engaged, keep you hooked, because they've shown some little bitty tidbits, but like the day-night cycle, these little snippets of what looks to be gameplay, maybe. This looks like gameplay. And I'm here for it, dude. Just imagine if we get a spin-off game by a different studio, a new studio, that's even 80% as good as The Witcher 3. We're still eating good, you know? Just give me a little bit. Get me close to that, and I'll be happy. I'm a vampire simp, dude. Love vampire shit. Well, it's a great opportunity not just to explore really cool architectures, because I love vampiric settings typically as well, so I'm with you there. But also just in terms of broader like gameplay designs, there's all sorts of cool things you can do with it. Vampyr, again, even though it's got plenty of problems and it's very much a AA game, Vampyr, Vampyr, that's a really cool game just conceptually, because they have it all tied. Leveling is tied to how many people you consume their blood. So if you're more evil and you consume a lot of innocent blood, you become more powerful and the game gets easier because you basically level up past what you need to. But if you try to be moral and good and you don't consume anybody's innocent blood, you don't level up hardly at all. And so the game is way harder. So it's actually like the difficulty is based on your choices. Like if you want the game to be easier, you can do that, but you have to be a bad person, which is really kind of crazy. It's very weird. The game has plenty of other issues, don't get me wrong. It's not a perfect game, but it's a really cool game and very, very different and very interesting if you like vampire games. Yeah, just shout out to Witcher 3. Not a sponsor, unfortunately, but yeah, Witcher 3. Oh, baby. What a game. What a game. Its legacy will live on. And I cannot wait for The Witcher 4. Shout out to the chess club.
Shout out to the chess club.
Damn right.